Hey everyone, welcome. I hope you're doing wonderful. So today I'm going to do some pretty girl makeup. I'm going to make these brown eyes pop and I am going to use the ColourPop The Child palette. This is part of their Star Wars The Mandalorian line and it is a stunning palette. It's really, really pretty. So I'm going to do two different eye looks. This was actually a request from one of my subscribers. Her name is Mary, and recently I did a ColourPop video. I'll link it below. It was like an unboxing. They were doing like an 80% off sale. But she commented under that video and mentioned that she had the child palette. And I was like, well, I have it too. And she's like, please do a video on it. So here I am. I'm going to make these brown eyes pop because there is nothing like a good green eyeshadow look to make hazel and brown eyes pop. So before I get right into it, my name is Carrie. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you like my content. Please give this video a thumbs up. It'll really help out my channel a lot. I appreciate it. And for those of you already subscribed, y'all are the best. I have the best subscribers. You guys are amazing. You're wonderful. Thank you very much for your love and support. Side note, if you have a request from me, I will get to it. I promise I have not forgotten. It's all here, even though when I say it's here, it's gone, it's here, it's gone. Y'all see me do that a lot. Not for a request. I keep those in a steel trap. All right, so I'm gonna do two different eye looks, and I think for fun, I may want to do two different lips, like one more of maybe a darker brown and like a pink, so I'll do two different lips if I don't forget. Remember? Here and then go, here, go. All right, so let's get into this gorgeous palette. Let's see what we could come up with. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyways, let's go in here. Let's just see how the spirit moves you. Go with the flow, right? All right, so I'm gonna take that shade and I'm gonna start that in my crease. I'm gonna work it up as a transition like I often do. You guys know my habits. I don't veer far from them. I like to stay in my comfy zone. My comfy zone. All right, that blended beautifully. All right, so now let's go in there. Let's darken up that crease a bit. I'm going to go into this shade right here, and I'm going to put that in the crease. I'm going to tap it in for, let's tap off. I'm going to tap it and then I'll blend it out. Okay, now I can blend it out. Ooh, and it's blending beautifully. Let's put some of that in the outer V, outer third of the eye. Let's get a little bit more because I tapped off a lot. I tapped off a lot. All right. So I'm in Florida. And you guys, it's freezing. Like we're having a real winter. Now, I know you real northerners are laughing, but have sympathy for us because we're not used to having a real like winter for about 2 or 3 weeks now. I'm in more central Florida. I'm gonna take that same shade underneath the lower lash line. I'm in more like the middle of the state and we've been waking up to 40-degree, high 30s. And it's been windy, breezy, like in the 50s during the day. We're definitely not used to that. And the Northwest Floridians, oh my gosh, those poor people, they're getting snow. You got like actual snow that you can like gather and like make snowballs out of. It's insane. It's crazy to me. So I'm going to take the first brush I was using. I'm just going to blend out. I'm not adding any more, but I'm just going to kind of blend it out because y'all know I'm an over blender. But I saw this one video. Oh, it was so funny. I have to tell you this. And I can't remember if it was on YouTube or Instagram, but they had these people in North Florida, probably Tallahassee or the Panhandle. They had like a pool screen enclosure, which most Floridians have. I have that too. And they're completely covered with snow. I mean, completely, like a lot of snow. And so the guy was taking a broom and like hitting it to try to move it off the screens because they didn't want the screens to break with all that weight of the snow, right? And in the comments, This is hilarious. Okay, so this is why you should have some sympathy for us ignorant, freezing Floridians, okay, because we're not used to it. But in the comments, there was a woman that said, use a leaf blower. Hugs from Massachusetts. Isn't that sweet? I was like, thank you. The world, the country is understanding that we have no clue how to handle snow here in Florida. So instead of the broom, he could have used a leaf blower. Wow. How clever is that? I would have never known. I would have done the exact same thing that that dude did. Get a broom, get a stick, something to get that. I mean, oh my gosh, hilarious, right? Anyways, I'm getting off track. Let's get some glitter glue. I'm using AOA Studios Tacky Base. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my finger. I'm gonna put that on my eyelid and in my inner corner, my crease, above my crease. I like to put my razzle dazzles in my transition and crease area as well. You guys know. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this shade right here, that one right there, a gorgeous, ooh, gorgeous, gorgeous shade right there. And I'm going to very gently pat that on the eye here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh my gosh, yes. That is so beautiful. Sometimes, y'all, you've got to stop. You have to sit back. You have to admire your makeup. Gosh, that's beautiful. So just like the perfect, like goldeny with just a little shift of green in there. So it's not like too bright golden. Man, that's gorgeous. All right, let's bring it up and over into the crease. We want to see some of that razzle dazzle poking through my hooded eyes. Ooh. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Okay, we need to brighten up that inner corner. So now let's take another small, I'm going to take a small fluffy brush. I'm going to go into, how about this one right here? Hopefully it doesn't have a base color. I'm going to put that in my inner corner and brighten up that inner corner a little bit. Y'all know I love a good bright inner corner. All right, let's tap it off because it's chunky a little bit. And I'm just gonna stamp it on. Now, because it has some chunks in it, that even though I put the glitter glue in my eye, some of them might fall off of my brush as I'm applying it. So I'm gonna try to go in there real gently. Ooh, ooh, oof, 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 that's so pretty. All right, let's see if we can take some of it up and over. A little bit in the inner lid. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the second brush that I was using, the dark brown, and I'm going to just gently, I didn't add any more. I'm just going to kind of calm down that brightness right here. Mute it down just a little. Oh gosh, that's so pretty. You guys, so pretty. All right, I feel like I'm missing something. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back into the first shade right here. I'm going to just darken up that transition just a little bit. Let's add a little bit more so it doesn't seem like it all fluffed away. Gosh, that's so pretty. So pretty. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to take this middle shade right here that I just put in my inner corner, a very small amount on my finger. I'm just going to put it right in the middle of the eye. Just a little bit. Y'all know I like to brighten up. I mean, very, very little. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. What do I want to do with this brow bone? You know, the only thing with this is that it doesn't have a brow bone highlight. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit more glitter glue. You know what? Actually, I'm going to add it to a brush. I'm going to add it to a flat. Oh, I didn't bring a flat brush in here. Good job, Carrie. Okay. I'm going to add it to my finger. I'm going to add it to my finger. You got to improvise, y'all. Improvise. And I'm just going to put a very small dab just to the arch of my brow right there. And now I'll take this shade right here that I put in the inner corner very gently on the brow bone. And when the light hits it, it's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty. All right, it's in my brow. Let's get some of that out of my brow. All right, anyways. Now, I think I'm going to stop there with the eye. Hold on, I need to do a little with the brown, that dark brown, right here on the edge, kind of where I put that. Real pretty shimmer. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, now let's go in with eyeliner. I'm gonna use the ColourPop Brouhaha. Mary, I know that you use this. You said you use it every day. And let me tell you something, you guys, if you do not have these, let me tell you the actual real name. The cream gel liners, I just recently got 3 of them and my goodness, I'm in love. Instantly, I'm in love. So if you want a good gel liner that just works nice, simple, glides like butter, man, these are great. All right, going into the not inner corner, going into my waterline. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. All right, so now let's finish the eye up. Let's put some mascara on. What mascara do I want? Okay, guys, I'm going to go in with the Lancome Big Monsieur. I'm going to go light on this eye because you can really build this up. I don't want it to detract too much from the eye look. There we go. Okay, you guys, that eye is done. It looks absolutely beautiful. I think that it's sultry. It's got a little bit of depth to it without going overboard. I feel like there's some richness to the eye, but still it's daytime appropriate. Now let's go a little lighter on this side. Let's see what we can do. Let's see the diversity of this palette. Let's go light. So I'm going to go into this middle green shade right here. Here we go. Let's go into that shade. Let's start this in the crease and work it up as my transition because that shade is really light. You can really use that as a transition. Yeah, you see how light that is? It's really pretty though. All right, let's work it upwards. Ooh, that is so pretty. I'm gonna add just a little bit more right in that crease. Ooh, that is so pretty. If you wanted to just do like a 2 and done with this palette, I would leave it like that. I'm not going to, but I would leave it like that, put that shade on the lid, and then go in with like this shade right here, just on the lid as well. Ooh, that would be gorgeous. But you know, I can't stop there. I gotta add I gotta add some depth to it. So I gotta get another clean brush here. And I'm gonna go into this dark green right here on the last row middle. And let's start to work that in the crease and in the outer V. Again, I'm just going to tap it in and then I'll start to blend it out and work it. Ooh, that is an intense shade. And I even tapped off. All right, let's keep going. Probably because it's contrasting that really light green, so it looks really intense. Take that shade. I'm going underneath the lower lash line with that. I try not to make a silly face, but I think it's the makeup law. I think that I watch some of these YouTubers and man, they look absolutely stunning putting on makeup. They don't look ridiculous like I do. I don't know how they do it. All right, I'm going to take the first brush. Let's blend. I'm not adding any more of that light green shade, but I do need to blend this out. Oh, blending beautifully. Blending beautifully. You guys, I'm sorry if you hear my son coughing in the background. He is homesick today from school. It is, oh, that's so beautiful. But yeah, he's homesick today. But you know what? When you're a child and you're sick, I think they like it because they stay home. They don't have to go to school. My son's watching TV, he's playing video games. I let him do what he wants when he's sick because you feel miserable when you're sick. You just want to have some joy in your life to forget about how sick you are. So I'm like, you know what? If you want to watch TV all day and play video games all day, as long as it's not bothering me, then it's not annoying me, you can. Anyways, all right, let's go in with the glitter glue. The AOA Studios Tacky Base. I'm going to take him to the doctor today just to rule out anything. And if he's got flu or strep or whatever, I got to get some medicine. But I don't want him being out of school too long. Anyways, I'm putting the glitter glue on my lid here on the first half. I'm keeping the outer V area open. I'm going to put a little bit in my inner corner. Put it in my inner corner, bring it up and over. Let's just go ahead, put some on the brow bone. All right, so now I am going to go in with this shade right here. Since I mentioned it and talked about it earlier. Oh, that's so pretty. All right, let's put that on the eye lid here. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's so nice. It kind of reminds me of like a light green, like something that you would find in their, what's the other one? Sage the Day or their other green palettes. It's like a grass color to me. It's not deep and dark like this one. It's got some brightness to it. Really, really pretty. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, I'm going to take the second brush I was using, the one that had the dark green on. I'm just patting out just a little bit. Let's just pat out right here. You guys know how I do. Ooh, gosh, I like that a lot. But you know how much I like greens though. All right. So now let's take this gorgeous shade right here. That's going to go in the inner corner and I'm going to bring it up and over, kind of like a fake cut crease because I'm too lazy to do a real cut crease. But you guys know I like to bring my shimmers and my glitters kind of up and over because my eyes are so hooded. So doing that to me makes it seem like my eyes are not as hooded as they actually are. You can see all these pretty razzle dazzles in these shades through my hood. All right, I'm going to go gently with it. All right, let's take it up and over, just really gently though, I'm going to take it up and over just real gentle. A little bit, sweep it into the inner lid, bring it up and over. I'm going to bring it way over. Ooh, that's pretty. Whatever's left over, let's do the brow bone. Nice. Very nice. All right, so I'm going to take the first brush I was using that I used the light green as a transition, and I'm just going to kind of blend just a little bit in between right here, right underneath that brow bone and right above that shimmer that I put. Ooh. That is so pretty. So pretty. Okay, now let's go in with the eyeliner, the Brouhaha, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the same mascara. Okay, guys, both eyes are done. They look absolutely stunning. So simple, so easy. They performed so well, the shades. You can do a lot with this palette. If you did not want to use, let's say, this shade right here on this eye as the transition, you would use the green, but use everything else the same. And then you could just do the opposite on this eye. Instead of using this as the transition on this eye, you would use this as the transition. It would totally alter it. So there's so much you could do with this tiny little palette. And again, the shades worked beautifully. So let's move on to the lips. But you know what? I'm debating. Do I want to put a highlight on? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do a highlight. All right, I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place. This is her loose highlighter, and this is in Nefertiti. And it's a really good loose highlighter. I don't generally like a loose highlighter, but There are some that I just absolutely love because the formula is really, really good. And this actually happens to be a good formula. What I've done, instead of when you open up your cap and all, all the loose highlighter like goes everywhere and fluffs everywhere, you know that little film that they put on this? Here, let me show it to you. I kept that film on and I just poked holes. Can you see I poked some holes there? So that way, when you pull up the product, you're just getting a small amount. It's not like a ton of it is going everywhere. So that's how you can kind of control a loose highlight. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to be smart with my brush because this is an intense highlight. It's going to show up really nicely. So I'm going to kind of use kind of like a flat, it's fluffy, but it's not this fluffy. Do you see what I mean? This one's kind of got like a flat, kind of tapered top where this looks like a giant blending brush. So we'll see. We'll see if my idea was sound. Y'all know I have ideas in my head and then executing not so great, but generally a flat tapered brush might work a little bit better. All right, so let's do that right here. And I'm just gonna tap. Ooh. So pretty. So nice. But I'm going real light on purpose because I don't want it to be too overpowering. Sometimes highlighters can be overpowering and there's a place for that. There's a place for that. But today I just want a little soft. Oof, so pretty. Now I do want to calm it down a little bit. So I'm going to take my blush brush that I used earlier. I did it off camera. By the way, I am using the MAC matte blush in Desert Rose. And I'm using that same brush. I'm not adding anymore, but I'm just going to kind of stamp it out. Let's just stamp it out. And then you know what else I'm going to do? Whatever's left over from the highlighter brush, let's just add a little, boop, boop, little boop, boop, little boop, boop. Okay, very good. Now, ooh, it's pretty. It's pretty pretty. All right, now let's go on with the lips. I didn't forget, I'm gonna do 2 different lips. I'm gonna use a darker lip. Honestly, with either one of these eye looks, you can do whatever lip you want to. You could do light, you could do dark. I just wanna kind of show you, depending on my mood, what I would do. So I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Slip Shine Sheer Shiny Lipstick. This one's in Cookies and Cocoa. Or is it, yeah, it's Cookies and Cocoa. I get it mixed up. Cocos and Cookies, I don't know. But anyways, it's a good, very good lipstick. You guys know how much I love them. All right, let's go on. Not lining or anything. Duh, you just saw me do it. You just saw me not put liner on. Okay, so here's the Cookies and Cocoa. I'll let you see it real quick. All right, so now I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna put on just kind of a light, like pinky type color. And then you guys can decide which one you like. I think I already know which one I think I'm gonna like that pinky one, even though this is gorgeous. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop. This is their So Juicy Plumping Gloss Balm in Guava Glaze. Yes, Guava Glaze. And so good. You guys, these are phenomenal. All right. So as you can see, it's going to be like a real nice, like pinky, glossy, like watermelon shade. Ooh! Oh, it's so pretty. And the formula, oh my gosh, so good. I overlined my lips on this one too, but I don't care. It looks good. It's not like running all over the place. It doesn't look bad. That's kind of the nice thing with this lip product and this one, the Fenty Beauty. If you overline, it doesn't matter. It still looks really nice. It's not like running away from you and like bleeding and feathering all over your lips. It just looks really, really good. All right, so let me show you this lip. If I have the wherewithal and not has the dumb, I'll put a side-by-side shot of them. All right, so that's both the lip products. They look, oh, I got lipstick on my teeth, you guys. Um, both of them looks absolutely stunning. So a lot you could do with a little palette like this, you know? So, all right, let's spray the face. I'm gonna use my AOA Studio Matte Setting Spray. Okay, guys, the setting spray is dry. I'm gonna show you the final look. Even though I know I showed you the side-by-side with the lip, you probably could see my eyes, but I'm gonna bring the camera in a little bit so that way you can just focus on my eyes. So, okay, guys, this makeup look is complete. That is doing some pretty girl makeup, making those brown eyes pop using the Star Wars, well, the ColourPop Star Wars, the Child palette, part of their Mandalorian Star Wars line. You guys, great little palette. As you can see, there's a lot you could do with this palette. The color story is just really, really brilliant and very, very beautiful. Man, what a great palette. Mary, I hope that this video did you justice. I hope that you liked these two eye looks. There's quite a bit, like I said, you could do with this palette. You guys, if it's sold out, I think right now on ColourPop's website, it's sold out, but keep checking because they restock and you know, quite frequently. But if you can get your hands on it, maybe from a different retailer, I highly recommend it. It's a really great palette. So you guys comment below. Tell me what you think. Please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.